What's cooking, lovely people? Hope you all are doing good. Welcome back to this channel, Culinary and Mixology by Eliano Kui. Today we're in Okotoks, Alberta. We'll be reviewing this beautiful place, The Ridge. It's a guest house, they have accommodation, it's beautiful, it's huge, they have a small restaurant with one of the most talented chefs in the world. I'll be showing you this place, everything, filming around, and we're gonna try the food and we're gonna have a small conversation with the chef. So stay tuned. There's some corn that gives it some sweetness. The radish here gives us a bit of bitterness to complement with the sauce and the sweetness of the corn.
وفي شالوت. Crispy skin on the chicken, awesome. So juicy, So juicy. Confit shallot. We've got courgette. Just awesome. What is it? What it's called?
It's a blend.
Do you mind?
Cocktail.
Cocktail. Very good. All right, guys, so now I'm with Chef Xavier Lacaze, who is the partner of The Ridge and executive chef. He puts the menus. Food was delicious tonight. And Chef, can you please introduce yourself to us a bit?
Definitely, thank you. So my name is Xavier Lacaze, as you mentioned. I'm the partner and executive chef here at The Ridge with Randy, where I get the opportunity to develop and create all the menus for our weddings, our catered events, but also our weekend pop-ups when we get to have some.
So as I heard, you started your own catering companies, XL Cuisine. So when did it start? What was the reason you started this company?
Definitely. So XL Cuisine was a little dream of mine that I've had for a few years, where I wanted to become my own entrepreneur, but most importantly, I wanted to gain full control on my creativity and the food I wanted to cook. So being able to work with Randy in such a beautiful venue, with customers that are so responsive to great food and trusting to what I want to offer them, gave me that opportunity to develop all the menus I want and play with my creativity on those pop-up events.
Awesome. So can you tell us, where were you born and how did you get into the cooking? How did it start?
So I was born in the south of France, a small town called Auch, heart of Gascony, where D'Artagnan was born. And I started an apprenticeship at the age of 14 there, working in fine dining restaurants and Michelin star restaurants a little bit. And as I started cooking, I wanted to use the skill I was learning to travel. So I started traveling and made my way through many stops to Canada, and ended up here about 13 years ago, where I was running a few restaurants until I ended up at The Ridge.
So talking about your past experience with Michelin star restaurants, so how do you think the impact of Michelin star, if they start the Michelin guide, if they start sending us inspectors and agents, for yourself and for all the chefs in Canada, how good would that be for us, for the whole industry?
I think the Michelin guide is just such a strong name, a well-known and respected guide, that it would be a great achievement for the Canadian cuisine. I believe even in the 12, 13 years I've been here, that the Canadian cuisine has evolved so much. The quality is there. I think you can have as good of dinners in here that you could have in New York or in some places in France. So a Michelin guide in here would be a very interesting idea. I don't know what we need to do to make this happen, but I think that the problem maybe with Canadian cuisine is that it doesn't have the recognition that maybe a US cuisine would have nowadays.
Exactly, yeah. I believe that lots of new generation chefs are putting lots of work. They're learning gastronomy, they're learning molecular stuff from basics. So we're improving a lot in Canada, as you said.
The beauty of the new generation is that they understood that if they want to grow as a chef, they have to travel. And that's something I've done myself. So a lot of Canadian chefs get their apprenticeship or get their red seal here in Canada, and then they travel overseas, wherever they can go, get some learning, and they come back to Canada and bring this back and use our local ingredients to cook that, which is where Michelin Guide should take a look at.
Exactly. Talking about local produce and ingredients.
Right.
How much better it is that you're here in a small town and that you can harvest your own fresh local produce.
Yes.
Like for a chef to be creative, to have new ideas. How important is that?
It is very important. I think it falls very much into that fine dining concept of being as seasonal and local as possible. It is hard to be local in the winter in Alberta, you know, but we still have beef, we still have a lot of products. But being in a small place like that, I don't need volume. So it's great for me to be able to work with the farmers. So if they're out of a product, they give me another product that they have. I trust the quality of the product. I trust how it was grown. Plus the garden we have here allows me to be very creative and actually designing all my menus based on what's available, rather than doing something I want to do despite the season or the lack of availability.
So this is my last question.
Yes.
How important is it for a chef to be open to criticism?
I think it is important. I think criticism is growth. So you need to learn to be criticized. I believe food is a lot of perspective. Personally, my vision on what we offer here at the Ridge is not only food focused. We want the food to be amazing, but it's a whole experience. I believe an amazing dinner is fantastic food. It's a great service. It's great company too. It's a great beverage. You know, it's a whole that balance of everything that makes a great dinner. Food is a strong part of it, but I believe everything else to complement it nicely, so it rolls and makes for the perfect setting.
Awesome.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Chef.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for cooking us the best food. On my criticism part, everything was awesome. The salad was delicious. I loved the corn, the sweetness in it, the crispiness from the croutons, everything. Dressing was light, wasn't too heavy, freshness and everything. Then we go to the chicken supreme. The main dish was wonderful, was delicious. My only remark was on the skin of the chicken. It was a bit salty.
Definitely.
Dessert, lovely. I love the ganache, that dark flavor. The acidity from the raspberry.